Hey guys, it's Tara Jones, and it's time for another daily drive time topic. Today we're going to talk about, in light of the recent events in Charlotte, we're going to talk about racial prejudice, racial supremacy, hatred, and bias. I want to talk about this because in light of our newly elected president and all of the recent events, it has really become a major issue in the media lately. I say that because this has been an issue that we've been fighting for years. It was an issue that my mother had to deal with when she was coming up. My grandmother had to deal with when she was coming up. My great-grandmother, and her mother, and so forth. And so this is not something that just all of a sudden has magically appeared. What happened is, after the civil rights era, the media stopped talking about it, and America as a whole kind of swept it under the rug and tried to pretend like it didn't exist anymore, because we were given supposedly equal rights. Well, guess what, guys? We haven't been given equal rights. We never have had equal rights. We still don't have equal rights. But that's another drive time topic. What I want to talk about is the openness of the prejudiceness that has come forward and the violence that is coming forth as a result of it. And I would love to blame this on number 45, but you know what? This is not one man's problem. This is a problem that has been brewing for a very long time. Now the media has recently grabbed a hold of it and is taking it and made it a huge issue. And now all of a sudden everybody wants to get involved, everybody wants to have a voice, and we should have had this voice. This should have been something that we have been dealing with prior, and we should have been dealing with it with a very loud voice, as a human race, not as a specific color, as a specific ethnic group, as a specific community, but as a human race. Because I'm going to tell you this: any form of racism, prejudice, or hatred is wrong. It is wrong, guys. And I'm going to tell you, if you strip this whole exterior off, underneath we are all the same. We all have the same thing underneath. That's muscle, nerve, blood, organs, bones. We all have the same dang on thing underneath. So not one human being is better than the other. Here's another fact: we all have our shortcomings, we all have our flaws, we all have our imperfections. Every single human being that is living on this earth, if you are living and breathing, you are imperfect. If you can find me a perfect human being, then please bring him to me, because I know there is no perfect human being walking on the face of this earth. There was only one, and he died 2,000 years ago. He rose again, but that's a story, that's another topic. Like I said, there's no perfect human being. So there's no one that is better than the other. So this racial supremacy issue, no, that's a bunch of malarkey. So I want to bring this to the forefront because I want everybody to take a look at yourself and say, you know what, am I condoning a spirit of hatred, of prejudice, of intolerance? Whether it's a racial bias, whether it's a gender bias, whether it's a sexual orientation bias, it doesn't matter. It just does not matter. It is wrong. It is wrong to be intolerant. We need to start loving each other. We need to start loving other people and accepting their differences. Because we're different, that's what makes us all unique and makes us all people. If we were all the same, we would be robots. So, we need to learn to be more tolerant and accept the differences and stop the stereotypical grouping of people. I'm going to say, you know what? God does not hate homosexuals. All Christians do not hate homosexuals. And I'm going to tell you this: all Hispanics or Latinos are not criminals, and they're not illegal aliens. All Muslims, they are not terrorists. All blacks are not hood rats and thugs. It's just not right. And guess what? All white people are not racist, and they are not biased. So, you know, we are all different. We all have our own perspective on how we see things. But you know what? The one thing that we need to share as a human race, as a human people, we need to share love, patience, and tolerance of one another, and understand that we are all human beings. Because as of right now, we're acting no different than the fight that's been over in the Middle East for hundreds of years. They've been fighting over there about religion and racial supremacy for years. And the fight continues. And guess what? We're doing the same thing right here in America. It needs to stop. Plain and simple. And so my challenge to you is to look at yourself. Take that self-inventory. And then after you take your self-inventory, I want you to look at the circle that you encompass yourself with. Because the circle, your inner circle that you encompass yourself with, is a reflection of you. Birds of a feather flock together. That saying is so true. So today I want everybody, put aside the racism, put aside the discord, put aside the differences. Let's learn to love and accept each other for who we are. Plain and simple. I love you guys. That's today's drive time topic. I also want to encourage you to catch the video that's on this YouTube feed about the contest that I'm holding. I'm giving away cash money this Friday, August the 18th. Find out how you can win. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow with another drive time topic. Peace out.